And this one is kind of my mimosa formula, which is 4 ounces of sparkling to 2 ounces of fresh Victor. So that will work across the board. All 9 products work great with sparkling wine.
Mocktails have become really, really popular for good reason, and we're going to be talking about one now. This is because it's a mocktail. It's what sparkling cider, but the cocktail we're about to talk about is really good with any kind of a sparkling, non-alcoholic or alcoholic. So maybe we can talk about the drink itself, flavors and aromas, but also about the mocktail movement and what you're learning, what you know about it, and why it's picking up so much steam.
So the first drink I'm going to start with is what I call originally designed as the Orchard Bliss as a vodka cocktail. I'm calling this the Orchard Bliss Royale as a non-alc because basically in cocktails, generally when you add champagne, we call it a Royale. This isn't going to be champagne, but it's going to be sparkling. And this formula, I have a few different formulas that I've found over time in making our drinks that really work on a pretty go-to level. And this one is kind of my mimosa formula, which is 4 ounces of sparkling to 2 ounces of fresh Victor. So that will work across the board. All 9 products work great with sparkling wine. We have some restaurants that use a number of them on their champagne, like on their brunch bars to just make whatever you want. Some in particular that I like are the Cactus Pear and Pomegranate or the 3 Citrus and Mint and I also generally recommend going with a brut style sparkling for any of those. The tweak to that would be making it a bit of a more boozy style of mimosa, which would include half an ounce to 1.5 ounces or so of spirit, depending on what it is. Sometimes I'd add a half ounce of a liqueur for another layer of flavor or something. And I've got loads of recipes for that. So if you're looking for sparkling recipes for the holidays, for celebrations and stuff, I have a bunch that I've created, and I also kind of lean on those formulas to just take what you've got and make something simple. You got a bottle of sparkling, you got whichever flavor of fresh Victor, you can mix them. You find a complementary spirit or liqueur that might work well in there, add a dash of it, add some bitters to it, and you can make it even a little bit more complex. And that's about it. Again, classic cocktails made easy. Craft cocktails made easy. That's the concept. So with that said, I've got our 3 Citrus and Mint, lemon, lime, orange, and fresh mint leaf. And with that, I'm going to put 4 ounces. So these jiggers I had designed, these are standard, these are yellow, plastic clear jiggers that I found that were actually brandable. And I love them because unlike most jiggers, they are 3 ounces on the top and 1.5 ounces on the bottom, rather than 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces, smaller basically. And so with that 2-to-1 ratio in this jigger, you just fill the big side with fresh Victor, the small side with a spirit, and you're done. And it's a great jigger to use. So if anybody would like one of those, let Laura know, and we'll be happy to send you one. So I've got 4 ounces of that in there. And then, and so I'm doing it the reverse with this, and 2 ounces of sparkling. So because it's not champagne, I'm highlighting the fruit. So you can use any kind of sparkling cider. Since this is a non-alc, I find that the 3 Citrus and Mint goes really well with apple juice. So whether you're using like the Martinelli's or another brand, what I did was I just took my apple cider and I put it into my soda stream and carbonated it. And so again, this is just putting 2 ounces of this in there. And then I'm going to mix that up. And I put this in a nice big red wine glass, big and bulbous, make it kind of festive and fun. Plenty of ice. And then you can garnish that with some fresh apple, or we use dehydrated just for the simplicity of shipping and for the purposes of this class, but dehydrated garnishes are great. You can stick one in there, stick a bunch in, and stir it, spin it around, and Lots of great freshness. And again, with this, you can play with these. Obviously, you want to reverse it. You want more of the sparkling cider and less of the fresh Victor. Put it the other way around, flip flop it, play with your recipes to come up with something in your palate. But you've got lemon, lime, orange, mint, and apple all in one glass, sparkling, and it was just simple, fast, refreshing, and interesting. You can also throw in a shot of vodka, throw in a shot of soju or white rum or pisco. I think any of those would work well in here. Even Blanco tequila. I wouldn't put, well, you could put basically anything in here. I mean, I think an aged spirit would work well, but an unaged spirit is going to keep it nice and bright and crisp.
This is delicious, H.
Thank you.
Very
This is
good.
very good. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's great.
Any questions about the concept? This simple, non-alc drinks right now are obviously very hot. There's lots of ways of approaching that. The whole alcohol spirit replacement market can be confusing to some people because there are many products that are very unique, and then there are those that are meant to be one-to-one substitutes. And quite frankly, I think there's a lot of products that aren't that great. There are quite a few that are excellent, and it's getting better all the time. Again, speaking as a bar owner, we have a full non-alc menu at Elixir. We use quite a few Fresh Victor products on there, and I think that our mixers as a base for non-alc drinks are great because it gives you that fruity, sour base that's easy to play on because we already bring some flavor complexity to the table. And so if you bring a tonic water, any of these like flavored waters, like a Spindrift or Sanzo or some of these really higher quality and unique flavored waters, again, you're getting 2 pours and a lot of flavor, really quick and easy. And you can also do that with, I like taking teas, and like I'll make a chai tea. And when I make teas, I also like to concentrate them. So I use maybe 2 bags to a cup instead of 1, chill them, and then I'll put them again into the soda stream, turn them into a sparkling, and do that. So I'll do that with chai, make a sparkling chai, and add that to Mexican lime and agave, and I call that a chai tide. And it's got lots of like warm baking spice type chai flavors, black pepper even, and then you add that with just a nice lime base, and you've got something that's seasonal for the holidays and crisp but refreshing and different and non-alc and satisfying and still feels adult, doesn't feel like a kid's drink or anything. So lots of plays with that, and let me know if you've got any questions about those. Again, I'm always developing recipes and I've got loads of them. All right, cheers. I hope you all have a great holiday season, and thank you all for being here with us today and joining us. We've been doing this every year for the last few years, and we'll do it again next year. Maybe we'll throw in a summer version.